Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Excuse the weird background. It's a very cloudy day, and if you watched my last video you know that my tripod broke, so I don't have full extension. So you're sitting on my dresser. I'm hoping that the lighting is decent. I am so anxious for today's video. So you guys voted for me to film myself recreating or like trying to do a Halloween look for the first time, and I am not creative in that way at all. So I'm going to do like the recreating so-and-so's makeup tutorial, but for Halloween makeup. And Cosmobyhaley is one of my favorite channels all year round, but she has amazing Halloween tutorials every single year. This particular one that a friend of mine chose for me to try is from last year. I do not have the fancy editing software where I can like include the video over here on the screen or anything, so I will 100% have it linked down below. I am going to show you a clip. I am not a makeup artist. This is literally my first time trying any kind of crazy Halloween look. The only other Halloween look I've ever done is like the Scarecrow, and it was a super simple like cream blush on my nose and the mouth. Like, it was nothing special, so I'm really anxious to do this. Go easy on me. Let me know if you want me to try and do another one before Halloween. I have no idea when this is going up, but as I'm filming this, it's the 26th. Let me stop rambling. I'm like talking to get over my nerves. This is the makeup look here. Sorry about the glare.
Welcome back to my channel.
So this is the look I'm going to try my best to recreate. I can't believe my friend chose this one for me. Like, could she have even picked a harder one? I guess a special effects one. Anyways, I'm not going to be talking a lot, and I will show you what products I'm using because I don't have exactly what she's using. But if you want, you know, a proper talk through tutorial on this, definitely check out Haley's video. She does an amazing job. I need to stop. I need to get started. Let the music start playing. Starting off with MAC Painterly Paint Pot, I'm just priming my eyelids to set a nice base for all of this shadow we're going to do. To set that, I'm using White Chocolate out of the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm using Makeup Geek Cupcake, which is a matte pinky shade for in my crease. I do want to mention that this is obviously sped up and cut down a lot. This look involved a lot of blending that I took out of here, else this video would have been super long. To make this look even more pink, I went into my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette and picked up Dippy, which is a matte pink. And then to deepen things up on both the outer and inner corners, I'm using Makeup Geek Cherry Cola, which is a reddish brown shade, also matte. To deepen things up even further, I'm taking Corrupt, which is a satin black shadow. Things are going to look a little blotchy and messy. Just wait until we get through this whole look. It turns out really good in the end. I went into the Naked Cosmetics Holographic Highlight Set and picked up the blue shade as a brow bone highlight. Wasn't too sure about that. For on the lid, I went back into Weekend Festival and mixed the shades Ultimate and Wicked for a bluish purple duochrome type of look. This did need being built up and then blending lightly as I went. To pop right on the center of that to brighten things up even further, I went into Spirit, which is an iridescent purple shade, lining my lash line with the Pretty Vulgar liner and a small detailed liner brush. Taking my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in Perversion to tightline, and then I'm smudging that out really messily with the Corrupt black shadow from Makeup Geek. For mascara, I'm using the Wander Beauty mascara. You can see Max in the background. That's great. Alright guys, I'm back. I really like how the eye look has turned out, just on its own. I did do my foundation, my concealer, and I powdered my whole face, and it's really nice and set. I had lunch. The baby woke up from a nap. I'm here to do a little bit more this day. It is not going as planned. I have a nail appointment in like 20 minutes, so we'll see how much I can get done. Again, now I'm only at like 5 minutes and 36 seconds of the tutorial on my phone, which is only a 12-minute tutorial, and I've already filmed for over 20, so we'll see how this is going to go. We're going to hop back into the music now. I'm applying a generous amount of powder under my eyes to really set my concealer and make sure we get no more fallout. Going back in with the Urban Decay liner to line my waterline, and again smudging that with the Corrupt Black shadow. And blending that out further with Cherry Cola. For my inner corner, I mixed all 3 of those iridescent duochrome type shades I used earlier. Here's where things start to look a little weird. I took a really warm and really dark bronzer for my skin tone and really went to town on my cheeks and my temples. And it's okay if it looks a little messy, because that is what we're going to be using to blend out all the colorful shades we're going to be using on our cheeks later. So it's essentially like how you would apply your transition shade to your eyes, just like all over the place, really diffused out and taking up a lot of space. I got a little worried doing this. I went in with a big fluffy blending brush and picked up Dippy, that matte pink we used earlier, and outlined my cheekbones. And mine didn't really look like Cosmobyhaley's. I should have paid more attention, but she brought hers further inwards, and you make a Y shape around your mouth, and this is going to be the start of your jaw outline. Blending that out with the bronzer we used. Again, I am cutting out a lot of the blending that occurred, and really looking back on this footage, I should have continued blending, but it was taking me so long, I was getting impatient. But if you're going to do this at home, take the time to blend a lot. Taking that gel liner, I'm lining just the inner portion of my mouth. Now starting on the teeth, I went from the corner of my mouth and did as straight of a line as I could into that jaw. And then to start making the teeth, you want to look at the lines of your own teeth as a guideline. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I wish I would have made my teeth kind of bigger, but this is the start of it. Oh, and this is where Wyatt throws my camera off the tripod and onto the floor. Alright guys, I know this video is a hot mess. More time has passed again. I now have new Halloween nails on. Let's get back to it. Oh, and while I was gone, I did finish off the teeth, but she skips over that in the video as well. Going back into Cherry Cola, we are deepening up the jawline. Again, this look takes a lot of layering, a lot of blending. This is just the beginning of deepening up this look. And now I'm going to fill in a U shape again, and filling around the mouth, and this is going to be like the solid bone part of our jaw, and it's okay if it looks a little patchy because again we're going to be going over it multiple times. And now I'm blending out the edges of that with the pink. I'm lining my jawbone with the pink shade. Going in with the next deepest shade, we're using Corrupt and just going over everything again. I decided I needed to bring in that pink a little bit more, so I just did that, and then going and blending over everything once again. Highlight, I'm using the really pinky shades in this Physicians Formula Naturally Nude highlight brick situation. I wish I would have used the shade Spirit out of the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette as my cheekbone highlight as well, just to tie things in even more, and I think that would have been more of the galaxy effect I was looking for. This wasn't quite what I needed, but it is what I used. I'm now taking Cherry Cola again, and to give the teeth that like dirty, grungy look, I'm going over the black lines I made with the eyeliner and just going over top of each of those lines. With the CoverFX Shimmer Veil in the shade Amethyst, I'm going in the spaces between my teeth and giving it that purpley glittery look instead of a white look. Now this was the scariest part for me. I went in with the gel eyeliner from Pretty Vulgar and went over the darkest parts of those jawbones we created. This liner was a lot harder to blend out than I expected in such a large area, I guess, so it ended up looking really harsh. But it all comes together in the end. Now with this really big round contour brush, I went back into Dippy again, and this is where we start making our forehead that galaxy theme. So starting off with a bright matte pink, bringing that all across the forehead and down a little bit on the sides of your face, down your temples. Then I'm going into the purple, which is Swag, and deepening that up, but keeping the bright, vibrant look. And you actually want it to look a little splotchy as it is. I mean, I do blend it out a little bit, but you want the colors to be like significantly different across your forehead, if that makes sense. And then I'm doing the same thing with Cherry Cola, which really darkened things up. Taking that pink highlight again, putting that all over your forehead. This is a glitter galaxy type of skull look. You want your forehead to be real shiny. And I went back in with that blue highlight shade from Naked Cosmetics and put that everywhere else as well. To create the star effect across your forehead, you want to take that CoverFX Shimmer Veil again. I just put a lot of it on the back of my hand and then a stipple brush to start, and placed it pretty much all across my forehead. But then I went in with the back side of a pencil brush and started dotting it on my forehead that way to make the like more bright stars, if that makes sense. Well, you can see what I'm doing here. Did not do this part of the tutorial justice, that is for sure. She made hers look a little more like black flames, and mine just looks really weird. But you're taking that gel liner again and doing this on the tip of your nose. Then again with that blue highlighter, I'm really highlighting down the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. For eyebrows, this was so scary. You use the gel liner yet again, and you want them to be thick, a little messy and spiky, and definitely as black as you can get them. Here I am smudging it out with that brush I've used for quite a bit of the liner portions of this look. It's just a stiff SL Miss Glam eye brush. Okay guys, I just popped on falsies and smudged liner all around my eyes, and that completes this look. This honestly took me pretty much all day to film. I think I started around 11. It's now 4:30. That's of course with the kids running around, nail appointment, lunch, that sort of thing. But this honestly took me so long. I found it so difficult. This is my first time doing anything like this, but I had so much fun. I can't wait to try more. Leave me your suggestions. Maybe not a video because this was really hard for me to do, but just for me to do in my own time. Leave me the suggestions of good tutorials, or even links to maybe an Instagram picture that you think I should try. I had so much fun. I'm really digging it. I know that my like jaw situation here isn't perfectly even, not perfectly blended. Things got a bit weird down in here, but overall I had so much fun. And definitely, if you haven't already, check out Cosmobyhaley. She has a ton of new Halloween tutorials as well. Like I said, this one was from last year, but she does a ton every single October, and her tutorials are really great. As I was filming this, she uploaded a glam Beetlejuice. I got the notification on my phone. I'm excited to go watch that. The eyebrows, I really hope that comes off. I used so much eyeliner today. This was basically new, and there's a huge, you can't see in there really, but there's a huge chunk out of this eyeliner from all of this mess on my face. And I know for a fact that this pink stains my eyelids, so I can only imagine what my face is going to look like tonight going to bed. But please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!